Peace, peace. What's going on? This right here is Humble Beginnings, and I am your host, KJ. We got another segment of this. Is it disrespectful? I had so much fun the last go around with the team talking about boundaries. I figure I'd bring it back and we're going to talk boundaries some more. But first, let me go ahead and introduce the gang. Y'all know it would not be possible without the gang. On the side of me, I got KFC from Kale's Perspective. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? I was chilling until I heard that theme song come in, sound like a Dead Judgment. So I'm ready.
Oh yeah, get that good sound. No, we're about to talk about some disrespectful shit. Got Chef Joe with me again. What's going on with you, man?
What's going on, bro? Can't call it.
All right, cool. Mike Joe, what's up, man? I think it's your first. Is it disrespectful?
Yes, man, cool.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to get us a good one-on-one in. All right, fellas. So if y'all see the show, y'all know how we do this thing. Y'all know this isn't disrespectful. We just gonna talk about, give our perspectives on these things of what we think is disrespectful or not disrespectful. And then we gonna dive in and we're gonna express ourselves about these things. Some of these topics you might feel is respectful. Some of them you might be like, nah, yo, that shit is just disrespectful. So I had 3 topics I want to throw up, but y'all know I'm gonna keep it light. So I always got like something random. I just throw in that shit in the beginning just to lighten up the weight. And I'm gonna do the same thing today. So since we talk about is it disrespectful? Is it disrespectful? Y'all know when I bring these stuff up, man, it be stuff I be seeing in life, man. I just be thinking them shits be funny. So I do want to talk about it. So is it disrespectful for a gay person to shoot a shot at you? So since it's all guys right here on the panel, yo, is it disrespectful for a man to shoot his shot at you? We take it light. We're gonna get into this thing. We're gonna have some fun. Let's see. Josh, you look like you're pretty eager to answer, man. What you think about it? Is it disrespectful for a man to shoot a shot at you?
I was not eager to answer that goddamn question, but I am living in Atlanta, and that shit has a transsexual trying to holler at me. So yeah, I mean, is it disrespectful? I don't care if you gay, bi, and all that. I just don't approach me with that. So in my opinion, I guess he trying to figure out if I'm gay or bisexual. But yeah, it's disrespectful though. Yeah, I'm not with that. To me, it's disrespectful.
Okay. Mike Joe, man, talk to me, man. Is it disrespectful for a man to shoot a shot at you, brother? What you think?
Man, fuck yeah, you know that. Like, nah, I'll be serious, man. Like, it's it definitely. I guess they don't know. I think the shooter shot. I think he just probably just kind of ask or no. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows. I could see if I feel disrespected if I, you know what I'm saying, if I don't give out that image. I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like around girls or talking to girls or whatever. If I don't give that look like I rock like that, don't approach me with it. That's it.
Yeah.
Cam, man, what you think about it, man? Is it disrespectful for a man to shoot a shot at you, man?
I mean, I agree with Mike on that one. You know, if I ain't giving that off, then just don't even come that way. Don't even come this way with it. You know, I ain't gonna say it's disrespectful because you don't know, but you know, if you know, it's disrespectful. You know.
So I agree with y'all. I don't think that is disrespectful, like his initial attempt to shoot his shot. I don't think, because I like how y'all saying, if you don't know, you don't know. Yeah. So your initial just going to shoot your shot, I'm not mad. I ain't tripping. I don't find it disrespectful. But if after you do this, I tell you, I'll be like, hey, bro, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm heterosexual. I'll swing that way. And then now you continue to shoot this shot. Now we being disrespectful. We got a problem. But the initial, nah, yo, listen, I get it. You don't know. I don't know. And I understand the time that we live in. We live in a time where you really don't know. People can go all kind of ways. Some of the thuggish looking dudes could be, you know, this way, whatever may have you. So I get it. I'm not gonna be mad at you. But if I tell you I'm not gay,
I ain't gonna lie, the way my mind works, man, it's like it fucked my whole rest of my vibe up. Cause now I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, did I stand a certain way? Like, what made me think? What made them think I? Yeah, I'm questioning this shit now. What the fuck? But yeah.
Have any of y'all ever had this happen? I know, John, you said something about a transsexual shot at you.
Yeah.
Hold on. If you say a transsexual, is this the guy who says he's a girl or the girl who says she's a guy? Okay. Just trying to get it right. You know, it's confusing. See, any of y'all ever had this happen to y'all?
No. Not
So I live in Atlanta, man. That shit common.
Yeah, I never experienced. So this is the thing. So would y'all? Well, okay, y'all saying that y'all would then question what's going on around, but I got a question. Would y'all take that as like a form of flattery?
Fuck no.
No, I wouldn't take that as flattery. No. These questions starting to get a little disrespectful to me, to be honest.
Hey man, that's the job, man. To get a cracker early in the game, man. That's the job. All right, yo. That's to get us warmed up and start diving into the topic. The first one we go down to. The first one we go down and talk. We're gonna talk about. Is it disrespectful for a woman to down talk to you or address you like some random nigga in the street? Like she address you with like an aggressive notion, kind of down talking you, like you know how we like nowadays you hear in these streets they be like, yo, she's masculine. Is it disrespectful for a woman to address you in a masculine way? Mike. Well, Mike, look, he think I'm gonna let Mike win. Kev, he got something in his mind. Kev, what you think?
Yeah, I would see it as disrespectful. Like, what makes you feel as though you're gonna approach me that way? Like, yeah, I would see it as disrespectful. Trying to talk down. I mean, talking down on anybody is disrespectful to me. But, nah, you ain't gonna approach me that way.
Mike, what you think, man? You think it's disrespectful for a female to talk to you in a masculine manner?
Masculine, basically, like, I mean, she calling me out names and all this and telling me I ain't this, I ain't that, like that.
Yeah, like say she come at you, is she aggressive? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if she hitting you with the bro? Like, yo, bro. You know what I'm saying? She, you know what I'm saying? She being real aggressive. Her tone high. You know, you ain't know what about to happen. Like you like, whoa, man, she a little, this ain't feminine at all. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie, I don't know how to tell you. Like, if you talking on the approach like you got a problem with me, then yeah, get the hell out of my face. But if you like, you know what I'm saying, if you act like, you know what I'm saying, you act like one of us, and you know, yo, bro, you know, like, yo, what's up, and all this stuff, and you aggressive. I don't like aggressive tones, just period. But you know what I'm saying, if that's who you are. Some people be like that, and I don't be around too long, but you know that's what they do, then you know that's what it is. But I don't like it though. So
Okay. Josh, what you think, man? Is it disrespectful?
It's a difference between talking down to you and talking aggressive. Like, in my opinion, it's different. Like talking aggressive.
Shit. I'm talking about she talking shit.
Oh, if you say that, disrespectful.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we fighting. Well, we ain't fighting, but what give you the right? Like, do I look like a little bitch to you? Nigga, I'm 6'2", goddamn 245. You really think you would talk to me like that?
All right, I'm gonna create the scenario real quick. Say you
First
dating
of all,
the
if you
chick.
talk about a man ain't working and all that, she talk down to you, that's a different thing. Like, she might try to motivate you, but if a man doing his shit,
I'm gonna create the scenario. I'm about to create a scenario. Say you talking to a chick, right? You forgot to hit up and let her know you're gonna be coming home a little late. And you come in the house a little late. And then as soon as you come in the house, she say, yo, bro, I told you to come in the house at such and such time. I should pop you in your motherfucking mouth because you ain't giving me a heads up and let me know you're gonna be running late. Now
First of all, is that
that's way different.
whoa.
Yeah, that's way different.
First of all, is that my place? And she staying with me, bitch. You getting the fuck out. First of all, I'm a grown ass man.
I look like a New York nigga, son.
Like I thought you was meaning like she was just a random woman, but you talking about somebody I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a whole nother dynamic.
No. Originally, I was talking about generally, but now I'm narrowing the scope down.
Oh
so
yeah.
That's right. The first time I was talking generally at first, but now I'm narrowing it down.
If we talking, don't bro me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too old for bro, and your bro ain't fucking you. Don't bro me.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question.
They're like she going out the way to be disrespectful at that point.
Do y'all think females calling you is calling you bro disrespectful?
Talking about a female I'm talking to?
Yeah. Like you know how like nowadays people just move with like the lingo. So it's like bro this, bro that, bro that. Like if she's like bro, if she's broing you.
I was talking to a 23-year-old a couple months ago, and she used to say that shit. It never offended me, because like you say, it's the lingo these days. So she was like, yeah, she called me like, bro, this shit happened, bro. So it ain't really offended me. So that's my opinion.
Yeah,
so Cam, man,
I can't ride with it. Now we dating, now we talking. I can't ride with it. Regular like friends, you're like, yeah, it's cool, but we talking, nah.
I think that bro shit kind of weird, man. I don't really like the bro shit.
And that sound like the young ones anyway. Like straight up, like I'm like 20s or something. Oh yeah,
no, we got Matt to be in the building. What's up, Matt?
What's good, brothers?
What's good?
Ready to jump in, man.
So Matt, we gonna get you real quick. We still in the beginning phase.
So you gonna start from the beginning, or you about to start with like where we going with it?
Nah, start from the beginning.
I'm gonna give them both. I mean, because the first one was pretty light. I know pretty much where he stands. So I'm gonna just go ahead. So the first question I warmed him up on, my warm up, is it disrespectful? Is it disrespectful for a man to shoot his shot at you?
To just shoot a shot?
He shooting a shot at you. He trying to holler at you.
Oh, trying to holler at me. All right, my bad.
I
ain't even thinking that. I'm thinking about like, why would a woman say that? My mind ain't even went there. Yeah. It's kind of disrespectful. It's kind of disrespectful. But I was gonna at first I was gonna say it's kind of how they go about doing it. Because you know what I'm saying, if you're in a setting where people are just, I don't know, like say example, they have like parades in New York City. Now I'm not no gay parade, nothing, but even like regular parades, people get together, and you in a setting where everybody.
Oh, he froze.
Yeah, he did freeze on a crazy face too, man. You look crazy.
Yeah, he got up out of here. As soon as he brought up the gay parade, he was out of here.
Yeah, I know. Be the internet working in this ways, man.
That was me.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah.
Nobody else messed up.
No, that was just you. It froze.
Oh, got you. So y'all ain't heard me though, right?
No.
Nah. When you say something about the parade, you froze.
Yeah, I was saying not like a gay parade or anything, but like even regular events that people are at. If y'all drink and y'all have a good time and people just socializing and somebody hit on me, I mean, of course I'm not going to give them the number or be interested in anything. I'm gonna fall back from them, but I'm gonna let them know, you know, I ain't tolerating that, but I'm not gonna feel like I gotta do something because they did that in that type of environment. But if I'm like walking down the street, you just randomly like go out your way to approach me, now that's crazy right there. I feel like that's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, I pretty much said, man, it ain't. We all pretty much agree though that it ain't disrespectful like the initial point of them hollering at you. But if you told them that you heterosexual and you ain't gay and they proceed to do it, then we disrespectful. So the one we were talking about right when you jumped in, we were talking about kind of almost like a tone and delivery type of thing with women. I asked, was it disrespectful for a woman to talk down on you, or like how today they talk about women talking super masculine to you? So I was asking, is it disrespectful for a woman to talk, masculine to you? And then I'm gonna give you the scenario I painted before you answer the general question.
Yeah, for me personally, it is because I got a big ego and I feel I'm supposed to be the dominant one in the relationship. So I would definitely see it as disrespectful. But if you keep allowing it, then you're really disrespecting yourself. So I think now that I know that person is getting older, you got to kind of nip that in the bud early on and set the. This is the way this gonna go out the gate. No playing around. The first time they do it, they got to be checked and stern. And if they don't correct their behavior, you just move on because. There's no tolerating that with me personally.
So that means your answer probably gonna be the same. So I gave them fellas the scenario. Like if you're in a relationship and you mess around and you came home a little late, you forgot to hit up and let her know. As soon as you walk through the door, she hit you with the yo, bro. Now you told me you was gonna be home such and such time. I should pop your ass in the motherfucking mouth because you didn't even give me a heads up about when you getting home. How you taking that?
I don't think she's gonna finish the whole sentence because as soon as she starts saying, I'm gonna shut it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shut it down. Like, who the hell you think you talking to? You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter what time I come home. Not like in a disrespectful way, but if I come home, I'm not the person that just gonna be like, I do whatever I want to do. I feel like I'm so respectful and upfront with the people that's in my life, especially if you're living with me, that it's not gonna be a question why I'm coming home late. Like I know some guys, they probably like it is what it is. They got that relationship with a female where it's like, I do what the hell I want to do, and you don't worry about it, this and that. I would never have a relationship where she wouldn't be knowing that if I'm coming home late, it's because I work late. If I'm coming home late, it's because I made a quick stop and I hollered at my bro KJ, and we got into a conversation that went a little over. We was having a good conversation. So if I'm coming home late, it's because of a reasonable reason. So you shouldn't, if you're questioning that, it's a problem.
Do you think it's disrespectful for women to keep constantly call you bro or be broing you?
I don't think that's disrespectful. That might be just her lingo, but if I hear a female say bro, I'm gonna start looking at like other words she using, the way she move and stuff. I'm gonna think she's been around a lot of dudes or something. Like she got a lot of women that say that be like a little rough around the edges. But
so
that
yeah,
could just be that dialect.
Yeah, that we said that earlier. That could just be the lingo and how you talk. So if I respond like if this scenario was me and the chick had started talking like that, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna say, "Oh, that's cute. That is very cute. That you just raised your voice as I walked in this house talking crazy. That's cute. Like I think that is cute. Like, all right, let's not do this too much. But that's cute though. You tried it. I give you points for your attempts, but let's not do that no more. Like we're not gonna do that. All right, y'all, we're gonna move on.
And then she say, "What the fuck you gonna do about it?" Then what?
Me personally,
If she ain't gonna just let that shit slide. If she already disrespectful, she ain't gonna let it slide.
Hey, I had a female that I used to let disrespect me, and I know how bad that shit can get if you don't check it from the beginning. So I got PTSD about this. As soon as she raised up, whoa, hold on. I started having I check it immediately. Like, hold on a second.
That what the fuck you gonna do about it is very aggressive. Like, that's some aggressive shit, dog. Like
that shit is aggressive.
Like even hearing it, like you gotta take a step. Like I don't care who it comes from, you have to like take a step back. Like the fuck you gonna do about it? That's like a whoa. Hold on now.
They got a serious.
Because she already calling you bro. She always like she there.
But I want a super. I know you don't like to project the words on top of stuff, Kevin. I want a super feminine woman, man. Like she do something like that. It's something that's very off about her. I want a woman that like the plant gardens and cook and sing love songs and stuff and late, like a super just feminine woman.
So you want her that plant in the garden singing A Whole New World from Aladdin?
Exactly. I had a dude laughing before. He was talking about like women in the ghetto, like in fights and stuff. I said I want my woman to be when I'm getting aggressive with somebody, honey, stop. He said, you want a white woman? Yeah, I want.
Oh, man.
Women are scared of confrontation.
So you brought up something, right? Is it? I'm gonna throw it in there. Is it disrespectful if you're out and about, right? Like maybe you're at a bar, a lounge, or whatever may have you, and something happened, and that woman kind of talked you into that situation. Like, say the woman getting carried away, and you see like she's offending guys. And you can see like these guys are getting offended, and you like, yo, hey, babe, chill out. You get round them up, and then she look at you and say, nah, fuck that, and then she just keep going. Is that disrespectful?
Hell yeah. Because if I'm by myself with my lady and there's 5 motherfuckers, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get into scuffling, and she probably ain't going to help me, I'm going to be mad as fuck.
Okay, now what if she down to help you, though?
Nigga, 5 against 2, if she can bang, I'm still going to be mad as shit because that bitch out. And that might be the end of the relationship.
You sound like you on the fence about this thing. You don't know whether or not you're gonna be mad or not.
No, I'm gonna be mad regardless.
So let's lower the number because five is a big number. What if it was 3 guys?
I'm probably gonna take them all 3 of them by myself, depending on the size. But
so you wouldn't be mad if the number was lower?
No, I'm gonna be mad regardless because why the fuck you acting out in public?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad as soon as she don't listen to me. I'm gonna be pissed off.
Exactly. The only way I wouldn't be pissed off if it's something that happened to her that I could see why she would be hysterical. Like if a guy just violated her, like just grabbed her ass or something like that, and she is really offended, or he just I can understand her being irrational then because she got violated in a way, and she's not a female that actually carry herself like that. Like a dude just blatantly disrespect her. You know, I can understand why she would be a little hysterical, but in the general sense, I would definitely check that. And I if she keep getting hysterical, I'll leave her there. You know, handle that, and I'll bounce on her.
Mike, what you think, man?
I think her approach now. They like if they did something to her, then I'm gonna say, you know, her emotion just got the best of her, you know, just female. She just, you know, real hot about it. And my thing is she should be able to listen to me and not to just calm down, try to, you know, just move from the situation. You know, shit could go like a whole totally different way. Now, if the guy's doing whatever, then I'm gonna have to do what I do. I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm small, so I'm probably gonna have to either shoot you or cut you or something. But you know what I'm saying? Like I can see a reason why she acting like that now. She just acting like that for, you know what I'm saying, just to be an ass, and then you getting aggressive with me. Like, yeah, it's an issue, and that is disrespectful. Like,
yeah, I think the disrespect falls in line the moment that I tell you to calm down and you don't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care how the situation happened. Like, whether you were overreacting from the beginning or even if he violates you, because if I'm telling you to calm down, that means I'm about to take control over this. So I don't care what started the situation. If I say calm down, calm down.
Because my thing is let me be the protector at that point, and at that point let me do the conflict resolution.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
resolve the issue.
All right, so fellas, let's talk about vulnerability for a little bit. About is it disrespectful? Is it disrespectful to have a woman who tries to counsel you? And when I say counsel you, I mean she wants you to confess and really dive into your emotions with her. We're talking vulnerability. You know, they always say men don't like to get a vulnerability. So is it disrespectful when that woman tries to force your vulnerability out?
No, I think it's pretty dope. I think it's actually dope. That don't mean I'm necessarily gonna be vulnerable with her, but I think if she's really interested in you, it's gonna be natural for a female to try to know more about you and try to get that out of you. You know, I feel like a female ain't trying to get that out of you. You either establish that from the beginning, or she probably don't care that much. But females that really care about you, they're gonna want to know like what you thinking, what's going on with you. They're gonna want you to open up about certain stuff that happened in your life. So I think that's just a natural thing of a female that really likes you. Now you choosing to be vulnerable is another thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Josh, what you think, man?
I completely agree with Matt. Like I had some personal shit going on in my life, and she asked me questions and tell me to be all right. So I mean, I agree. Like it's very hard for me to be vulnerable, but like Matt said, you find somebody that can get it out of you and make you feel comfortable in your situation. Nah, I don't find it disrespectful.
Yeah, I ain't gonna necessarily be vulnerable though.
Hmm?
I don't necessarily believe you should be vulnerable with your female though, especially regularly. Maybe something happened with your father, something happened with your family. That's cool, but just vulnerable about certain things, I don't think that's necessarily, especially if it can hurt you. Because when females get bitter, they don't know how to control themselves, and a lot of stuff comes out. So if it's something you don't want to come out, I would advise against it.
I agree. I agree. But me personally, I don't give a damn. Like shit
Yeah,
don't
don't
happen.
give a
It's in the
damn. You don't
past.
give a damn. Then it ain't really being vulnerable. I think it ain't really being vulnerable if you don't give a damn if it's come out. I think part of vulnerability is you kind of they getting something out of you that you normally wouldn't want out. So I know it's different levels to it, but that.
I mean, me personally, I ain't got nothing to hide. You want to know? Goddamn, you don't know. What the fuck I got to hide? If you trying to bring the subject up, that looks stupid on you because I don't care. Like it happened in my past.
Okay. Mike, man, what you think about that, man? If the woman tries to force the vulnerability out of you, what you think?
For me, I think as soon as you use the word force, I feel is disrespectful. They're just straight up like you don't force nothing out. You know what I'm saying? I come to you when I come to you with it. It's, you can ask me whatever, and I just like just don't try to force nothing out of me. Like I tell you when I'm ready. I can understand you care a lot. I can understand you super worried, but you trying to force it out of me just gonna push me away. Like I'm not gonna, do it or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Can't hear you.
There
My
you go.
bad. My bad, fellas. So yeah, I use the word force because I don't think that there is anything wrong with like somebody who's pushing for an inquiry. But if you tell them, I don't want to talk about this or I don't want to deal with this, and then they keep trying to get it out of you. So that's why I use the word force. Because I think the initial inquiry side of it, there's nothing wrong with that. Because you just want to understand something's wrong. But then when you tell them, I don't want to deal with this right now, I don't want to talk about it, and then they keep doing it. That's why I use the word force.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, what you think about it?
Go ahead.
Now, what was you about to ask, Matt?
Oh, I circle back around. You get it out. I circle back around.
Oh no, I kind of agree with everybody. I mean, I don't think it's disrespectful for her to ask and have that level of vulnerability. I mean, if it's shared vulnerability, if we in a level of intimacy or whatever where we're talking and having conversation, I don't see anything disrespectful even in trying to inquire about what's going on in my life. My thing is there's a boundary to it because don't try to be my therapist and diagnose me. Don't try to psychoanalyze me. You know what I'm saying? So if we just having this, if we just talking and we just being vulnerable with each other, yeah. But once they go into this trying to have this doctor patient type relationship, nah, I'm good on that.
You said you had a question.
Yeah, because I've had this happen to me before where I tried to force something to the female. So my question would be to the guys. Well, ain't nothing but guys. Yeah, my question would be pretty much if the vulnerability from the partner is affecting the relationship. Because sometimes you're dealing with somebody and something is bothering them that you ask about and they not give you the answer, but it then starts affecting the way they move with you. at what point is it okay then to try to get that out there, or do you just still not try to get it out them even though it's affecting the relationship? Because that's when I actually am going to start pushing, because I'm going to say this, whatever's going on with you is actually affecting me, because I had to deal with this and I don't even know what I'm dealing with. So when is it okay to push that if your vulnerability is actually, or your secret, or whatever you hide, whatever not hiding, whatever you ain't expressing to them is affecting the relationship, should they then not push, or what? What would y'all say to that?
I would say that if the conversation start getting to a point where it affects a relationship, then I'm going to recommend a therapist. I'm gonna recommend a third party.
If you want that's home, you would just go to a therapist yourself, but she's still going to want to know why you're going to a therapist, and so at some point she's going to still want to know what the hell is going on.
Oh, you saying that I'm the one that's giving information?
Yeah, and she's trying to get stuff out you. You say you don't want her to be a therapist or nothing, but then you say if you go to a therapist, she's going to ask. So at what point is it okay for them to try to get that out there if it's affecting the way you move with them?
So if I'm going to a therapist and she's not satisfied with me talking to the therapist, she still want to know what I'm talking about?
Well, even before you go to the therapist, if you just saying it's something you don't want to express, and you say she asks you about it, you say you don't want them to force it from you. Mm-hmm. If she starts feeling at a point that it's affecting the relationship, like you maybe not as enticed to have sex with her, you maybe not speaking about certain things no more with her, and she feel like it's draining me in the relationship. At what point is it okay for her to try to get that out you again? If she should just fall back and let that go along?
I mean, I feel like ultimately it's still gonna be my decision. It ain't really on her. I mean, I would feel as though if it's affecting the relationship that much where she can't back off from it, I got to end this relationship, because apparently it's something I don't want to talk about.
Okay, she just ended. I got you.
Yeah.
The same for y'all boys. What y'all think about it?
I still feel the same way. Like that. It's just, you know what I'm saying. You can't force nobody to do anything you don't want to do. And once you do that, you know what I'm saying, the other person's gonna get agitated, aggravated, and you know what I'm saying, you pushing them away. Like you keep going and going and going, it's pushing that other person away. So I think the best in general is just if it's that bad, it's affecting the relationship.
So we always talk about communication is the number one thing in the relationship, but when we break down these key points, nobody wants to communicate. So I'm not understanding that every episode we got people saying, I don't want to say this, and if I don't want to do this, what happened to this communication thing we always talking about?
The communication ain't just talking, it's also listening. Ooh, so if you don't want to listen to the fact that what I'm telling you, I don't want to talk about it, and you keep pushing it, then you're not listening. So you can't force communication from me when you're not giving me that part.
Well, damn, will you ever go express yourself? I mean, they got to know what the hell going on with you to deal with you.
Shit. If they don't want to talk about it, I just say drop it. But if it affects the relationship, just leave it. Is it really worth it dealing with that for 5, 10, 20 years or however long?
Did the person that say they open to communication and they had that discussion before they got married or before they moved in together, they would be reneging on that expressing how they want the relationship to go right. They say we big on communication, and somebody just said I'm not talking.
But then they lied, get a divorce.
No, so my answer to this would be the same point that you made, Matt, when you were saying it earlier. To the point about the communication side, you don't have to be vulnerable, but I do think it's a must that you are transparent. So my transparency is within the communication. So I can tell you that I'm bothered by something, I'm disturbed, but I don't have to break down and get into the details of it. I'm going to see my counselor. But I will let you know and inform you that I am bothered with something. Or, of course, the whole reason you asking me is because you see that I'm bothered with something. So I will confirm that I am bothered with something. And then my transparency would be there, but I don't have to be vulnerable. You cannot tell me that me not choosing to be vulnerable is a lack of communication, because you don't know where your vulnerability lands. Some people burden your vulnerabilities, and your vulnerabilities can wear them down and all kind of other stuff like grief and all kind of things. So I don't think nobody's in the placement of demand when it comes to vulnerability, but I do think we owe people transparency. That's two different things.
Yeah, I think I'm speaking on more of the transparency type of it, you know.
Yeah, because you pretty much pointed like, if something wrong, like I'm just not gonna talk to her at all. Don't tell her nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not more so that, because I mean she sees something's wrong, and if you're going to a counselor, she knows something wrong, so she pretty much knows now that we know that something is wrong. So it's transparent that something is wrong. I'm just not about to give you the intimate details of the situation, at least not yet.
Is it?
Sometimes
it'll come eventually, I think.
Yeah, sometimes people.
What if eventually it's too damn late?
Yeah. Sometimes people got to get over what they're going through before they can talk about it. So trying to make somebody talk while they're in the midst of it could actually be chaotic for you, because you could actually push them to explode, and they might explode on you, depending on what it is that they're dealing with. So you have to be very cautious of that. Sometimes you got to let people go through the motions, and then we can come back and talk about it.
But is it different as the leader, if you're the man and you're the leader? Because it may be a little different from a man's point of view. If the woman is going through something and you're the person leading the household, I think men would be more forcefully want to know what the hell is going on, because they're like, hey, I'm leading this. And if you're just going to a therapist or something out of the blue and you acting differently, would it be different? Or you think it's the same, that you don't necessarily have to know what your wife is going through?
But with
I think it's the same. I think it's the same.
You force it out of, you ain't gonna really force it. You gonna kind of be different, you know what I'm saying? I look at like, yo, whenever you're ready to talk, you know what I'm saying, my ears open. I just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
And the communication comes in also comes in with me being able to explain it in a way you understand it. So at that moment, I might not know how to say it. I got to get my words together. I got to get my thoughts together. So that's why I'm talking to this therapist. I'm going through this process so I can be able to explain it to you the way I need to. Because if I can't, and I'm just telling you what's on my mind, then you still not gonna know what I'm talking about, and you still gonna inquire more, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Watch this. I'm gonna bring this around. Or watch. We can get this scenario right here. Now watch how we go back. She's going through something. I'm trying to push it out of her, right? I'm trying to force this out of her, right? Now we jump back to the tone thing. She don't want to talk about it. So I'm pushing. And then now she said, yo, bro, I told you I didn't want to fucking deal with it right now. And you still fucking bothering me. Now I can't say she being disrespectful, because she did tell me she didn't want to talk.
You asked that one.
Now she done lashed out and hit me with the bro. She done shoulders done swell up. She cussing, all because I didn't let go.
Yeah, you was poking the bear.
I agree with y'all boys. I just want to get everybody perspective. I definitely agree with y'all. Like, if a female got like, she don't want to talk about it, I'll let it go and be like that person. I'm here when you're ready for it. But if it's getting to a point where it's like prolonged and she's still ain't expressing herself and she ain't getting better, then I just, I can end the relationship if I want to. Because if it's affecting that now the way I move and the way I feel comfortable around you because it's affecting you that much, and I don't even know no answer to fix it. I don't even know how to go about helping you fix it. I don't have a purpose here then.
And then you can't get mad at her broing your ass because you did her first. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's according to how you. Because if I have a step, what if I have a standard of me as a leader should be able to handle situations in this household, and you got a situation in this household that you're not expressing. I can look at that as you are being disrespectful.
But you said one of our things, our main things for having this relationship or even marriage is like communication, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're communicating, but you're not listening. Like, how can we expect that woman to not listen to what we say and we find that disrespectful, and vice versa, we're not finding it that way? I can't get that.
Well, I think
you know what I'm saying? Like, if we expect her to listen, I mean, we got to listen too.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I think when most people speak about communication, and me personally, when I speak about communication, I speak on it as us having a deep dive into something to discuss, not necessarily discuss all the parameters around it, but at least to come to a conclusion, how should we handle the issue? Even if it's something you don't want to speak about, just saying, I'm not speaking about it and it's a dead subject, I don't know if that's the proper communication. Even if it's something that you don't want to speak about, okay, you can still have a conversation around it about, something's been bothering me, I've been going through stuff in my life, so I just need time to do this. But just saying it's dead, I don't think that's really good communication. But
so I'm not gonna go too deep in it because we're gonna do a show coming up Tuesday on the Something to Say podcast, and we're going to dive into effective communication. But to brush over it, you can still let me see how to explain this. You're over accessing the communication part, because communication is as simple as someone just telling you, yo, this is a problem, I'll get to you later. But you're going as deep as saying we got to actually talk about it, go through it, work on it. You're adding a lot of steps into the basic level of communication. When communication, it's not that deep for communication. Communication is just the conversation, you know what I'm saying? The dialogue between y'all. And it doesn't have to get that deep. Even her telling you not right now is still communication. So sometimes we can't get to a solvent at the moment, that we might have to wait till later to even do it. But it's still communication, though. Now, if you want to get on the realms of effective communication, this is a whole nother kind of a conversation to dive down. You know what I'm saying? So I think you kind of just over diving into just communication itself, though. You're on the right track. I think it's just a little
going back to that force word, you pushing, you forcing something open. Somebody who don't want to open a door.
But maybe sometimes some people need that force to goddamn open up because they so goddamn closed-minded or scared.
You can't force nothing out of anybody, man. I don't agree with that, bro.
I mean, you could be.
No, you can't.
You right though, Josh. I mean, some people do, but you gonna really have to know how to discern that situation to know whether you're doing too much. You're putting too much pressure to it. So even though some people might need it, you still could be going too far, and you're gonna have to know when your limit and when you need to stop.
Correct. I agree with that.
Because you can also force people into a more worse breaking point too. You can also destroy them trying to apply that pressure and making them try to jump out of a situation or confess in the situation too prematurely. So you can actually destroy them too now. So we talk communication. So like how Kev said, listening is a big part. And part of that listening is not right now. Because that's not saying I don't want to talk at all.
But you got people too that are the same way that can destroy them. You got people too that they don't get the help early enough and they get themselves in a bigger hole. And by the time they do tell you something, you got a lot of cleaning up to do now. The something that they could have told you that was actually small has become big now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky game, man. That's why I say it got to be a level of discernment. You got to really weigh out the situation before the engagement start, because it could be tricky. You don't know, because you're trying to get the information, so we don't know how bad or how severe the situation is.
Yeah, because it could be small, and you make it worse by trying to get it out. I mean, it wasn't nothing even that serious.
But it might be small to you. It might be big to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that too.
And it depends on how much the trust is too, because if she's trying to get information out of him, but she's the type that likes to air the laundry out in the street, he might not trust her enough to tell her certain information.
Yeah, you got a point right there, man.
I think it's I'm kind of double standard with it. You know, I think it's a little more. I think females should be more transparent to the man, because the man is in charge of leading the whole household. And anything that happens, he's going to get blamed for it. Like, women look for a man for leadership. So I think if you're looking for your man, you're supposed to be picking a man for leadership, even though we know most women don't pick a man for that. I think it's on the female. I don't look at a guy differently for not being transparent with his female, but I will look at the female differently for not being transparent with her man. So I think the man has a higher responsibility of solving issues.
Look, when that go back to like that 50-50 conversation you had on the other show?
As far as what? Because I don't believe in 50-50.
See, that go towards you. Well, the man, you know what I'm saying, being the leader or whatever, but I think like if it's 50-50, then I mean it ain't gonna go the same, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in 50-50. Definitely not in that aspect. Now, we talk about bills and stuff, I think we can kind of conflate and stuff. But as far as respect level, I can see 50-50. But I think you kind of conflating that with the bills portion of it and the making money in the household.
I'm gonna say, so we supposed to be so in what rule book we supposed to be over what?
I mean, me personally, that's what I live by. You know what I'm saying? I live by. I want to be. I believe a man should be a leader in the household. Now, I'm not saying that every man is
I,
every man is
I
different.
get you. I get you on that, and
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of feel like you know what I'm saying, like how is like put forth like, yeah, we should, you know, like we get in these situations, and then you know we get like we just discussed like about the bar stuff, like we supposed to handle these things. We supposed to, you know what I'm saying, kind of have control over a situation. I just feel like in some stuff with this emotion, he's talking about this stuff and the situation about forcing and all that. I do feel like if we're expecting this out of this person, it should be likewise too. Like listening and talking and stuff. Like it gotta be the same, bro.
Well, Matt, I got a question. I got a question for Matt. What level of transparency should the leadership have to the leader have?
The leader have to I'm
Yeah.
the leader being the man, right? Or you saying the leader?
Right.
All right, got you. I don't think it's set in stone because it's based on the female you got. So I don't think me personally, I don't believe it's the same thing with every female you deal with. I think you should definitely be transparent on the stuff that is not going to put a burden on the person that's following you. I think if it's going to put a burden on them, unless they can actually assist with it. Like if you know they can't handle what you're dealing with, it's above their capabilities. There's no need to even put that on them unless they can actually help with a solution. Like if I'm going through something I know they can't assist with, let me give an example. Something at my job about like me having an issue with my boss. I don't know. It's just something they can't really assist me with. I don't think they need to know about that stuff. So I think the people that's following you should deal with less stress. I think you as the person that's leading should have the burden of stress on your back, unless it's something that they actually can help. I think they should actually be worried about the things that make them happy and supporting the household and supporting you in the way that you need it, but not dealing with all the issues that you're supposed to deal with. So I think a female should be giving burdens to the man because I think it's a man purpose to carry those burdens in the household.
So I understand your premise.
Fully, though. But go ahead, Kay.
I understand your premise to what it is that you're saying. I just see like when you say that the woman should be more transparent than the man, I just see a lot of wrong that can go when there's one side that should be more than the other. And then I got a problem with when you tell me there's a leader, and then we talking about leadership and followership. I think the leader should be more transparent than the person who's following. I think you need to be more standing on a realm of clarity than the follower if you're the leader.
More vulnerable, right?
Yes. I think the leader should be more vulnerable. If we're going to play the leader versus follower game, I think the leader should be more vulnerable and be more, transparent than the goddamn follower.
So what company do the employees know more than the management? And what company does the management know more than the owners?
Yeah, but you're changing the dynamic. Wait. But you're changing the dynamic though, because you're talking about at first your statement was about the man versus woman in the couple dynamic. Now you're using a regular work environment, which that could be men on both sides, that could be women on both sides. So it's technically not the same situation.
Well,
but
you have to first find out the depth. I mean, how I look at the type of relationship I want, because maybe my relationship is based on a supervisor employee type relationship.
Well, even if you use that analogy, regardless of how you use it, the leader should have vulnerability or should have transparency, because how do you build trust?
Yeah.
No, I said transparency. I think the person that's responsible for the company, the relationship, how I look at a relationship, should know way more about what's going on than the person that's playing a role to the person that's leading. That's just my opinion on it.
Because even in the company analogy, the boss don't know everything the employees are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't know everything, of course, but I think he know more about the company than the workers do, though.
Yeah, we're talking about people.
I feel we can learn from each other, man. I don't think one knows more than the other. Now, maybe in some aspect, maybe of certain things, but just like, yo, I know everything more than you do. Like, I don't believe that. Like, we can learn from
Yeah.
each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? It may be some stuff I didn't know. Like, damn, I didn't know how to do that. Man, damn, you taught me something new. We could teach each other. You know what I'm saying? I can teach you some of my strengths. You let me know some of your strengths. Something I didn't know about.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with
Yeah.
some things, but I don't believe like I just believe this way. People that usually follow and they look at somebody as the person that knows how to handle everything. A lot of times, I also see when you start being vulnerable to the person that's following you, and they see where your weaknesses at, and there's certain holes that you go through, certain stuff that you go through that maybe not you shouldn't even gave to them, they start now questioning you, or they start being scared to follow because they see what the strengths say. Well, it could be a lot of stuff you can actually fix without even letting them know. Without even having that follower know. Followers, even when a person follows his dad, he think his dad is the strongest person in the world. He think his dad is a superhero. If the dad start coming in the house crying, saying, "I got my ass whipped by such and such," he did this and that, I guarantee you that child start looking at their dad a little different over time. Because that image of that, what they're looking at, starts to change in certain situations, according to that relationship as well. I know there's other factors that play into that, but people have an image of the person that's following a lot of times too.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
but
If your father has get whipped, and I mean he more vulnerable, yeah. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Shit.
Look at all these women that saw their men get beat up, and look at the respect they had for their man after they saw their man got beat up.
I don't think that analogy with that child and that father thing should work. Because I think the child is going to first have an emotion and be sympathetic of, you know what I'm saying, my dad got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's think less. I don't think they're gonna think less of their dad because something happened. I think they're gonna be more sympathetic if anything.
yeah, I think the dynamic is still. I think this is still flawed because most people usually feel triggered or questioned because the leader held back information. And now that we have to unearth information is why we feel we can't trust you now as a leader because we didn't know certain things about you. So you choosing not to tell us things is why we now turn against you. Not because you were vulnerable in front of us. It's because you lied. Because that's what that is considered. You're lying to us. So most people lose that followership because we feel you lied. Your omission was a lie. You being vulnerable, because if you're vulnerable from the beginning, they have a choice to say, okay, I will follow you or I will not follow you. But now, if you go through this process and you choose to omit a lot of this information, which means we don't know certain things, and then now we have to unearth these things and learn these things about you, we looking at you crazy now. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, why you ain't tell us this before we came to this situation? Why you didn't allow us to know this? Why you didn't inform us? So the problem is because you did not choose to be the vulnerable now. That's the problem. The problem is you chose not to.
So what was that on one just one side note? If you did have to be a little bit vulnerable about that situation and let the shit be known, you probably could have got help instead of, you know what I'm saying? It could have been something they could have did.
That could have stepped up.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of it getting to the point that it was, it could have been something they probably knew that you didn't.
Or you can start getting vulnerable with your female, and the next thing you know, female running around on the man now and saying, I don't respect him no more. I lost respect for the man.
If she
But that has to do with a lack of trust in your followership.
If she used that again, and then she wasn't meant for.
That also has something to do with that female might have had a certain level of respect for that person, and all of a sudden that respect started going down.
Yeah, but there's a reason for that though. It usually don't just disappear on its own.
He started being vulnerable, man. Next thing you know, he crying in the bed and stuff.
No, I get you. I get you. That can't happen. That can't happen. And it can also be weaponized. Sometimes the vulnerability can be weaponized. Like all these things are possible now.
Every time I've heard from a lot of guys, and I've had a situation happen before. When you start being vulnerable with a female, I guarantee the next argument that happens, they're gonna the conversation is gonna be, they're gonna test you. Now you can check it, but now they might start talking back a little more now. Stuff might change that they see you cry, you've been a little vulnerable, open up. They feel a little more assertive with you now. So people start feeling comfortable when you start being vulnerable to do certain things.
So I got a question. Which one you think gets the most extreme reaction. If you went into the situation being vulnerable from the beginning, right, and you sold this woman this image of you a protector, right? And you went into, but you told her, you got these moments, and you might be afraid of this or whatever have you. Or the situation of like you were vulnerable from the beginning, you let her know everything from the beginning, or you chose to omit and you sold the idea that you was tough, big bad, rah, 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 and then a nigga run up and he made you curl up like a little puppy and you had look like a little bitch in front of her. Which one you think would get more of an extreme reaction? The fact that you told her you was tough and that nigga made you look like a bitch, or the fact that you was like, look, baby, I'm trying to conflict resolute this thing because I'm not really that tough. I never was a fighter. I'm a lover. Like, you think she gonna have more respect for the nigga who sold the lie and got bitched, or the motherfucker who was like, look, baby, I'm a lover now, not a fighter? Which one you think really gonna get more extreme reaction, man? Personally, which one you think?
As far as respect, I would say she would probably have more respect for in most cases, they would have more respect for the first case you said, as far as the guy that been transparent, but he may not get the relationship in the first place. He may have the respect but not even get the relationship. The other guy may get the relationship, but now he don't have the relationship and he's disrespected now. You know what I'm saying? So I think I can see both sides. Because I mean, it's according to the female too, man. So I ain't stereotyping all females, but it's a lot of females out here that like to believe their man is invincible. The first time, remember I told you, Kid, when the first time you get in an argument with a female, what's the first thing she say? My man to come here and do this and do that. When they get there, they think a man can handle it. So they come there, you start being vulnerable, baby. I don't know if I can handle it, man. I don't know this thing.
Yeah, but a lot of that is not the female believing that you're invincible. A lot of that is just people just talking shit. She don't really have a faith of what you can do. She just running her goddamn mouth, and what she's selling is she hope her man can come and fuck you up. She don't think you're invincible. She's just really hoping you're gonna be able to beat this guy and so-called honor her in this situation. I don't think a lot of them actually believe that you can do it.
I mean, they get that perception based off of what you show more than anything, which goes to what his example was.
Yes.
If you showing yourself to be brolic and you ain't, then she's gonna make that perception and put you in a situation that you probably don't want to be in.
Yeah.
But I think that lack of trust, as far as like women not respecting a man and when he be vulnerable, I think that just depends on the information he's vulnerable about. Like if it's something that's really deep and something that's, going on with his life, then I don't see the respect losing from there. But if he bitching because somebody hurt his feelings at work or crying because somebody took his parking spot, then yeah, she ain't gonna respect him.
Yeah, agreed. I did say, but I did preface before I said it is based on what it is as well. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something serious, like I say, he lost a family member, something serious, I don't think they'll lose respect for you. But you start coming in there being vulnerable about silly stuff, a female lose respect for you. You're quick.
Dang.
So I got one more for us. I didn't think we was gonna talk that strongly about this vulnerability. I was we really having this conversation, okay? Let it rock then. So I don't know if y'all saw the thumbnail, but the thumbnail had geared itself more so towards this last "Is it disrespectful?" I don't know if y'all saw it, but it was a thumbnail. The thumbnail to this video.
Oh no!
Yeah, I saw it.
You look on YouTube, you'll see. So the thumbnail had a woman holding her phone. She was texting with a smile on her face, and then you had a nigga behind her peeking over her shoulder, trying to figure out who she texting. So I think y'all know where we going with this one because we talking about boundaries, and this is the thing. Is it disrespectful for a woman or basically say a partner to look in your phone?
Hell yeah, because you looking for something you ain't want to find, then get mad. The fuck you looking through the goddamn phone? Shit. I'm lying. How you know? That could be my friend. I could be an associate. That could be somebody goddamn help me make money. You never know the situation.
Okay.
What their mama told them?
My bad, Josh. My bad.
What their mama told them, you go looking for something, you find it. You might not like what you find.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you think, Kev?
Don't look through my phone. Don't come to it. I feel like it's no reason. I'm not giving you a reason to. So why are we doing it? Like, what's really going on? What's in my phone ain't no different than what's in your phone. So what's really going on right now? Nah, I'm good on that. Don't look through my phone. I'm not looking through yours. Don't look through mine. It's you know how they like to say, if you ain't hiding nothing,
Prove it.
no, I'm good. Still.
Mike, man, what you think about that, man? What you think? Is it disrespectful for the look in your phone?
Yo, it's disrespectful to peek over my shoulders. But like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just straight up, like, I don't got. You see what you see, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I leave, like my shit's open. When I talk to like I don't have nothing. You see what you see. Like, it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, like, I don't give nobody. I don't give you no reason of anything. Because like I said before, like if a man want to do something, they're gonna do something. And I'm too old. Me personally, I'm too old. I've been through shit, all this shit in high school and a little bit of that. I'm too old to hide stuff. I'm too old to play around with these games. I'm too old to do any of that. It is what it is. But don't come peeking over my shoulder. I don't like that.
So you said not to peek over your shoulder, they're disrespectful. So what if you do this? You know how a lot of people do. They get their phone, they put it face down. What if you put it face down? And as soon as you put it face down, she come right behind you and turn the face up.
Turn what
Hope
face?
you enjoy it.
Your phone.
If I put it
like, what if you put your phone face down and then she come right behind you and turn the face up?
You like what you see?
Do you find that disrespectful?
No, it's a phone. This is an object, bro. Like, I don't have.
There's a lot of people that don't like them face up phones, man. I think Kel one of them. Kel don't like that face up phone.
I understand it all, but man, I'm to a point like I can't stress or do anything. That's even if it was vice versa. I can't stress over like, especially little stuff like that, man. At the end, it is what it is. So you want to spend your energy, your time, you know what I'm saying, about a phone, do it. I don't have that time to do that. I don't have time to worry about yours and or whatever.
I will say this. I will add something though before Matt go. I will add something. If we married, fine. But if we ain't living together, do not touch my phone.
No, see,
that's mad disrespectful to me.
Talking about girls, talk to who we with, like, you know what I'm saying, mad, like all that, or we just talking about just a random, like, what we talking?
I mean, we talking all of it. Just a person that you with.
Yeah, I just had to throw that out there because it's a difference for me.
Yeah, I got two sides. Like, I don't think a woman just any who you going out with should even touch your phone. Period. I wouldn't even put it by you to. Why would I put it? I don't know, even by you for you to touch. Like, straight up, that just happened to me. And one time, I went to the fair. You know what I'm saying? On the way to the fair, old girl been from St. You know what I'm saying? And like, bruh, I forgot. I was in the car, right? She using a phone, something for the map. I think we pull up at a Shell gas station in Columbia on that corner there, over there about 5 points, right? We went over there and like, I gotta use the bathroom. All right, I'm like, all right, and I'm just listening to music, whatever. And she don't went in the stove. I look, I said, she got my phone. She come back to the car, slammed through the phone on my lap. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm pissed. At what? But I ain't had nothing. And the crazy thing about it, Kel, I'll tell you that junk later. But it's crazy. I was just texting a friend who Kel, a friend.
It's okay. I get it.
Kel, no, I'm texting a friend.
Don't expose too much.
All I said, but all I was saying, where we was going. I said, we going to the fair. Me and my girl, I had a good time. You know what I did? Throw that ass straight back to something to drop it off.
Oh man.
But that's off topic. Go ahead, Bo. My bad.
Well, it was on topic. You just gave us some real life example. Matt, man, what you think about it, man? Is it disrespectful for them to look in your phone?
Yeah, I would find it disrespectful, but I would give them a little more leeway the first time after I set the boundaries. I would set the boundaries before that, but even I just don't like.
Now you went out.
Yeah, you went out, Matt.
She going through his phone. She heard him.
Until Matt come back in, I'll go ahead and answer the question until Matt come back in. I do agree with the caveat that Kev threw in there. I believe that you're single until you married. I don't believe that. I do believe that there are a different set of rules, once you choose to make the pact of marriage. So I think it is disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful even if they gave you clues or whatever the hell you saw to look in their phone if you are still single. Now, if you married, I don't think you got none of them laws to stand on. I think it's just fair game. It's your wife. Or vice versa, it's your husband. I think it is what it is. I don't believe you have a level of privacy like that when you're married. But if you're not, I think it's definitely disrespectful to be able to do this. It's just not.
It's more about it's less about the phone to me than actually about the mind state of the person that's looking in the phone. Because it'd be like that's just out of character. Like most people ain't looking into the phone just because they married and they just want to be transparent and help you do something. They most likely looking into your phone because there's something bothering them. So the issue would be like what the hell is going on? Because that means there's something running through your mind that you're not expressing. Because most times when people look in your phone and they do research and all this stuff, they don't do that the first time unless they're like a super insecure person. The first time they think of something, most of the time it's been something that's been bothering them for a while. And they like, let me see what's going on. Let me check out. Then I had to have that conversation. Like, what the heck is going on? What am I showing you to make you feel this way? Like now, it's, this is just out the norm. It's more about it's being out the norm of you doing this than you actually doing it. I don't care about you, Grant. I don't have nothing in there. I'm a totally honest person. I risk a relationship being honest, unlike some guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being honest and saying this is what I expect. And then if I get a relationship, it's cool. If I don't, it's cool as well. So I'm that transparent to the fact you won't have to look in my phone. But if you do, it's like, okay, let's have the discussion. Because now that you're looking, we ain't going to avoid it now. I hate when people do that. Now that you can, nothing. No, let's go at it head on now. We got to deal with this. Now it's no to talk about it. Now it's the issue. So let's hit it head on then.
All right.
I guess I got a question. I mean, even before even getting to looking through the phone, say you got the password on the phone. What is that conversation? She asked you for the password.
If she asked me for the password?
Yeah.
If she that transparent and she asked me for the password, boom, this is what it is. I think if you married, you should have the password anyway. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have no password on for her. I mean, the password is for somebody that's find your phone or something. If you married, it's something you need, just in case something happened to me, you need to be able to get in my phone and I might end up missing or something. I left the phone in the house. Go outside. Don't come home at time. You need to always have access to my phone. I need to always have access.
Yeah, but I don't. In the situation you just gave, I don't think she needs your phone. I think all the contacts that are emergency, she need to have them regardless. She shouldn't have to have access to your phone for any emergency thing. She need them numbers in her phone herself.
Well, I'm saying for anything. It's like I'm breaking up a little bit. I'm good though. On y'all end.
Now we can hear the audio. Your visual just frozen, but we can hear your audio.
I saw like kind of cracking a little bit. But yeah, I agree with you. She should have that stuff in her phone. But even like if something happened, just being able to look at your daily activities, being able to look at the way not the way you move, but like your routine and stuff. Like you may go out and don't even come home the next night or something. You know what I'm saying? She may be worried about certain things. So I think so in that situation, I can see why she needed. I wouldn't.
No, but if you're
not coming home, your phone would be with you. She wouldn't have your phone though. That's why that example don't make sense.
Well, I said I did use the scenario. I don't know if I was cracking on myself. I just ran outside right quick and I didn't come back inside or something. And she just want to go like anything can happen. She should have the code. Like I just in a relationship I prepare for the extreme stuff. You should have the code. I would not give her the code.
No, what I'm asking is I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about y'all still dating, y'all in a relationship or whatever, and she asked you that word. She asked you for the password. What is your answer? You gonna be like fuck no, or you gonna be like what's gonna be the conversation? Because y'all ain't married yet.
I think if you ain't married, if y'all staying together, y'all done been rocking for like, you know what I'm saying, years. I don't think there's no problem with it. Cause y'all stay together, y'all and like y'all live together, bro. Like then time, I don't think there's no problem. Y'all see each other.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. I would ask like if we just dating and we don't live together. I guess that's what you're trying to say. We don't live together or we ain't married, but we just been dating for a while. And she asked for the passcode. I would have that relationship with her where I'd be like, I give it to you, but now like I say, you just gonna have to explain what is this about. Like it ain't no you getting it and you just not saying nothing. So okay, you want this passcode, you can have this passcode, but now we got to have a conversation like what is this about now? Are you trying to confirm that you're making the right decision about us going to the next step? Are you trying to see like if you're trying to do that, that's cool. You can do it, but then after this, I'm gonna set the boundaries. Now that I've proven myself to you because I'm transparent. We shouldn't have this issue no more. But it's not like you just give me the passcode and you don't worry about it. It wouldn't be nothing like that. I'd be like, nah, I'm good then.
It's crazy we get this much power and energy into a fucking material object, bro. I'm not. Is that serious? Like, is that serious? Talking to just one, you shouldn't even be talking to her if that the case. Like straight up.
Yeah, because to me, I look at it. I don't really have it on the phone. Because I mean, yeah, hold on, I feel like I'm echoing
a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, I don't really have the emphasis on the phone. Like to me, it's like, I mean, if you ain't really doing nothing wrong, I mean, what are you mad about? Like I don't look at it as it is an invasion of privacy. I mean, because there's nothing you can find. Like, and I'm pretty. I talk my shit pretty, forwardly. Like anything that you can cross on the phone, you done heard me say in real life. So it's like I don't know what it is that you will actually discover by looking at my phone, whether we married or not married. Like, there's nothing to find.
That's why I said I'd be more worried about her than anything. Like, what's going on with you, not the phone.
Yeah, and to Matt's point, like that emergency stuff, I think like really she don't need your phone for none of that because all that information she should have had herself. So I don't see that.
Well, I'm just the person. Hey, if anything ever happened, honey, this the code to my phone. This is what you need to do. This is how you handle this situation. If we living together, we married, I wouldn't not give her it. Like it would just be automatic. I'm transparent enough with, hey, this you need this. This is how you do it. Boom, boom, boom. Something happened to me. This is what we need to do. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense for the dating phase. Mm-hmm. But if you married, she shouldn't need your phone at all. Because she should have everything already in hers. Now, if you dating, I understand why she don't need all that shit concreted in hers. Then I can understand then, saying, yo, here, access to my phone, be able to get into it because y'all not official to that point. But if you married, she shouldn't have to touch your phone at all. She should be able to have access to everything already on hers.
No, I get you. Yeah, so it would be no need for a passcode for her anyway, because she would have everything. So that's pretty much the same thing I'm saying. My whole point is she needs to have everything. So we kind of going the same different ways of getting it.
All right, fellas, we have made it to the end. That wasn't too tough. That was pretty fun. We had a good time. So man, y'all know how we do the thing. Before we get up out of here, we gonna run our plugs, let the people know what we got going on, and that is what it is. So I start at the bottom. Chef Joe, what you got going on, man? Where the people can find you? I think you muted.
I don't even think his mouth moving.
Nah, his mouth moving.
Yeah, he muted.
I don't know. Well, gonna come back to you.
Yeah,
Figure it out.
yeah.
Matt, tell the people what you got going on, where they can find you.
I'm on Facebook at Matthew Washington for right now.
Cool. Mike, tell the people where they can find you.
Shit. Humble beginnings. Yeah.
No doubt. Kev, tell the people where they can find you.
Everything vocal visions, whether it's Humble Beginnings, whether it's Kevin's Perspective on YouTube, videos every week, man. I'm up there every week.
Yes, sir. I'm the same. Everything vocal visions. You're gonna see these segments, the humble beginnings. We're gonna keep working. We're gonna keep doing what we're gonna do. We can't
Hey,
hear
one
John.
second. One second. I saw the comment. You can hear me, right? I saw the comment. What's up, businesswoman? That's one of your friends, Kevin?
Nah, that sounds like one of my people. Hold on, I ain't got my comments up.
I just want to say I see you commenting on it. Hey, everybody need to hit that like
Yeah. She said, man. She
and subscribe and comment like the businesswoman. She one of our most loyal supporters. She's commenting on every video. We respect that for sure.
Oh yeah, she be talking trash. She be talking trash to me in those comments. I be having to go back and look at a couple.
Yeah, I be seeing it. I respect that. She's staying engaged. We need some more supporters like her. She the day one.
Right.
So for Chef Joe, Chef Joe with the pots. I believe it's the same on Cooking with Chef Joe or Chef Joe with the pots on YouTube. I think his TikTok is like Chef Joe with the pots 2, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, we got it right. Cool. So I mean, this the game. I've been this woman. You will have to on the replay because we definitely at the end. So appreciate you coming though, love. But we got to get up out of here, until the next time, we are out. Peace.
All right.